Imagine hearing that sickening crunch of metal. Your car jolts to a sudden stop, you step out, and you feel, well, completely fine.
Yeah, you just exchange insurance info and, drive home.
Right. But what if I told you that feeling of being fine is like a biological illusion?
Yeah.
One that could totally ruin your health and your legal rights down the line.
I mean, it happens all the time, honestly.
Exactly. So today we are doing a deep dive into those chaotic, heart-pounding minutes right after a car accident. We've got this step-by-step action plan from Cave Law, which is a Denver personal injury firm. And the mission here is to give you a shortcut to being well-informed so you're prepared before the unexpected happens.
Because, when metal crunches, your brain's executive functioning usually just shuts down.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so you have to establish a mental checklist right now while you're actually calm. And step one is just pure physical safety. Move out of traffic if you can, turn on your hazard lights, and, dial 911.
Wait, dial 911 every single time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even for like a minor fender bender in a parking lot. Because if we both get out and agree we are totally unhurt, calling emergency services feels like a massive overreaction.
I know it might feel that way, but a professional medical assessment on the scene is just non-negotiable. It really comes down to biology.
Right, that adrenaline response you mentioned.
Exactly. That feeling of being fine. That is adrenaline flooding your system instantly. It basically acts as nature's pause button on trauma.
Wow.
It completely masks pain, meaning hidden injuries like severe whiplash or internal bleeding, they might not register for days. You are literally not a reliable narrator of your own body in that moment.
Okay, so the paramedics break that adrenaline illusion and secure the physical danger.
Right.
And once everyone is actually safe, your role has to pivot. Like you go from driver to evidence gatherer, right?
Yeah.
Because the next illusion you have to fight is human memory.
And memory is incredibly malleable. As the shock wears off over the next few days, the other driver's recollection of the event will inevitably start to shift.
Yeah, stories change fast.
They really do. So, to protect yourself against those changing stories, your phone camera becomes your best legal defender.
I imagine you need photos of the vehicles and like any visible injuries.
Yes, but also the surrounding environment.
Which makes sense for the cars, but why the environment? Like, why am I taking pictures of a random stop sign
Right.
or a puddle?
Because you are capturing the context of the crash before it disappears.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, a photo of a stop sign hidden behind overgrown branches or a shot proving the road was slick with ice, that explains how the accident happened. It takes away all the guesswork.
That is super smart.
And speaking of removing guesswork, securing the police report number is your top priority.
Because it's official documentation.
Exactly. It serves as a completely neutral, third-party anchor to the facts when stories inevitably start to conflict.
You are basically building a time capsule of the truth, but eventually you have to leave the scene, which means entering the medical and insurance bureaucracy.
The fun part.
Right. Obviously, you need to see a doctor immediately to document those delayed onset injuries.
Yeah.
But regarding the insurance part, I pay my insurance company every month to protect me.
Sure.
So if I get into a crash, my first instinct is to just call them up and explain absolutely everything that happened.
See, that instinct can actually derail your entire claim.
Really? How so?
Well, you absolutely must notify your insurer promptly, but if you go in unguided and start detailing how you feel, it is like giving away the ending of a movie before you have seen the whole film.
Oh, because of the adrenaline hiding things.
Precisely. If you offhandedly tell an adjuster, I am a little sore but generally fine, and 3 days later an MRI shows a herniated disc, your own insurance company can use that initial recorded statement to deny your coverage.
Oh, wow. They will literally point to my own words from day one and say, I was not actually hurt.
Right. You have to stick strictly to the basic facts of the event.
Which is really hard to do when you are stressed out.
Very hard. This is why having an injury attorney handle or at least review your communications is so critical. They act as a filter to ensure your straightforward facts do not accidentally compromise your rights while the full picture of your health is still developing.
Okay, so just to wrap this up, treat your phone like a crime scene tool. Let the paramedics be the judge of your health, and definitely filter your words before talking to insurance.
Yeah, knowing these steps ahead of time gives you a roadmap when your brain is otherwise just hitting the panic button.
It lets you focus on your actual recovery instead of drowning in the aftermath.
100%.
And speaking of the brain hitting the panic button, the way shock and adrenaline can make us completely blind to our own injuries leaves you with a pretty wild thought to ponder.
Oh, yeah.
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 If our brains can literally block out the physical reality of a car crash just to keep us moving, how much of our memory in any high-stress, everyday situation is actually just an illusion our mind creates to cope?
That is a wild thought.
Right. Next time you find yourself in a tense moment, ask yourself, are you seeing the whole picture or just the one your brain needs you to see?